moments like this, guys, it is crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control.
They're getting on the ground here at 46, and it'll be a first down. The Monarchs want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat, missed, incomplete. And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So James Madison's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming in. Touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the quarterback. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Dukes will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That last drive will go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
And fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Monarchs will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Etienne. He holds one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. He's got all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long.
To win offense! All right, boys.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football all the time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Oh, he's got a chance. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and they'll pick him on that one.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end. And he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw. It's Etienne. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Make a meal.
Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Got a man. It's John. Makes the grab, but not quite enough to get first down with a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Going over the action. Fires to the middle. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Etienne. He's got him now. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Monarchs in the hurry up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Blasted as he lets it go. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
They're dealing with a second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls in the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking for a man. It's Etienne. Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and trying to make it happen. The defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they have a companion there. Thanks for the update. He's got enough for the first down. They'll slot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. And my quarterback's going to find it. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Let me get the first down.
Offense all over the field. Big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now the play fake. Throws it away. He's got another man.
Now, this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it was a huge game to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're
Here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get it at the 21.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Don't let us down.
Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before the stop. And the Dukes have it with a first and goal. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Trying to pull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal.
defense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Are you kidding me?
The Monarchs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Back to throw, it's Etienne. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on fourth down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
You gotta be kidding me.
Delay of game,
Get off the
offense.
field now.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Get your eyes checked.
He's looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it on the money. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Wants to throw again. This man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle of the play. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Go get that stick. You need 6 on this drive.
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Breaks the grab on the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to
This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Etienne. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time down. Join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going right to work up top. There's a little time. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Looking to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
And he's close to that first down marker there. Saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains and first down at the 27.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
Man, I'm not having fun anymore.
So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play but just couldn't find anybody open. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the ground to try to move the chain. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from throw and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And that one's incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's the reason why he's completed somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's stopped at the 48, pickups of 10 on the play.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Yeah, keep them guessing, oh. Get set, get set.
He'll do it himself. Creates the room. Good. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Steps away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
He's going to let it go. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. Well, that's just piling on. Not a penalty, just a little bit. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking downfield, it's Etienne. Using the quick game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Monarchs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Let's go! Trying play action. Fires left. With the catch, it's Herman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
It's Wiggins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Quick completion on the out.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Off the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Sure hands, it's Carter. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open. His quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Dukes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try to get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. The short pass to go to 6 on the board.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. How about this start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with a big jet.
No, you've got to be able to
And this QB, it's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one games.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him? Fumble and recovery. A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up the
position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, what do you think?
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
On third and long, you'll need to push him downfield. Still working. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Monarchs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return.
Defense, complimentary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes a man miss.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, now, let's get in that end zone.
Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot down picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Monarchs will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly.
He's going to fire deep. For the huge play.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. I promise you this. There are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. He's looking to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Has to go up top. And they're going to score again.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team has shown early this season is really impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a perfect turn, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll win the ball. The clock is on their side. Got it up for the first. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Dukes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll keep it himself. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Baby, get six! Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. You can tell they were down into what was going on, and now just throwing another sack at the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.